Welcome to 2017, ladies and gentlemen. I neglected to say that last time. Hi, how are ya? Hey, we're in the Time Lord's realm. Man, I had taken a good long break ever since the last episode. Man, I think I feel good now. I think I've recovered from all of the trauma and just disgust that I felt at the end of that Dungeon Despise place. Man, the things that they would make you do, man, like back in friggin' 92 or whatever friggin' year this is. Anyway, the path is at this point much, much, much clearer. Whoops. Well, I just made a mistake right now. I can say again, the path is much, much clearer. I am no longer... No, I'm not going to create a portal inside Ceramid's head. That's a little mean. I'm going to do that. And yeah, there you go. The path is clear again because I'm not going to be dealing with a dungeon, at least I don't think, for a little bit. I mean, we went to Despise, if you remember, or if you've been following along. I shouldn't be so, I shouldn't assume that you've been following along the entire time. Maybe I should pause too in case people get hungry. Let's see. Man, things have been happening. We have been speaking with wisps. We've been actually following the actual story. We have Mr. Time Lord who tells me that I have to go save the world, as if I wasn't already in progress of saving the world. That was the intent ever since arriving here. And we got to the one place that he wants me to go to, which is a sort of a sphere thing, a generator of sorts, that the Guardian, who is the principal bad guy in this game, created, okay? And Mr. Time Lord wants me to go over to that sphere and bust it up, like it owes me money. And I did that. There was a portal which prevents me from accessing it. I am skipping over all of the frustrating parts about Despise because I just don't want to think about it. So here I am returning to the Time Lord to tell him that I can't seem to do anything with the thingamajig that he's asking me to do something with. And here is that conversation. How may I help thee, Avatar? The Time Lord asks. Man, does this guy not have eyes? Is he... He kind of looks like he's... got no eyes. He's got no whites in his eyes. See, there's whites over here in this Mr. Suspicious's eyes, but this guy, maybe his eyes are closed, or maybe his eyelids are shiny. I don't know. Let's see. Did it's been so long now. I forget if I've even spoken to him about Monsieur Guardian, Mr. G. He is the embodiment of supreme evil. He must be stopped. He thrives on domination, control, and probably mayonnaise. It's super bad for you. Maybe we should talk about the sphere. It is a magic generator that the Guardian was able to send from his world. It was sent probably not by Expedited, or maybe it was DHL. His purpose is to disable the moon gates. Is that what the sphere is for? I know there's one generator that's for... I know this now. There's one to disrupt the moon gates. I think there's another one to disrupt magic. And I forget what the other one is for. There's 3 of them, I think. Thou must break its outer defense and enter the structure. Taking the smaller... Oh, yeah, we did this, yes. The sphere's outer defense sends thy party back to a specific position in space. Until this defense is broken, thou canst not enter the generator. Could you not have told me that earlier? You could have saved me like a good 3 hours of my life. Thou must find... Nicodemus's hourglass. If I am correct in mine hypothesis, you're the Time Lord, how could you be wrong? The sphere's inner defense will involve moon gates. Look for a visual pattern to help thee solve this mystery. A visual pattern? But okay, wow. Dude, you're going a little ahead of yourself. He tells me to go get Nicodemus's hourglass, but then he says something else that, I think is going to be relevant later, assuming that I am able to find this friggin' hourglass. Who is friggin' Nicodemus? He is a mage that lives west in the forest of Yew. Great. How about his hourglass? It's an enchanted hourglass, which will help thee if it is used at the site of the sphere. Once I am free of the power of the generator, you can summon me by using the hourglass. I can only sort of wonder, okay, how you would do that. I mean, this is a... how do I even describe what I want to say here? It's an interesting sort of quandary, all right? You have an hourglass. Let's say that you do actually have an hourglass and you're able to... And you're actually able to communicate with it. Do you grab it like a coffee cup and just start talking into it, and then the man's going to talk through it back like there's a speaker on a phone or something? Or is a picture of him going to show up? Or, I mean, I'm imagining that a guy is two-handing an hourglass and he's just talking into it like a man talks to himself on a bus. Real weird, like. But except he's actually accomplishing something, and I guess everybody else watching is cool with it. Yeah, anyway. So I have to go do... I gotta go find Nicodemus. Where in the shit am I? I'm all the way over there. Where did I park? I kind of know where I parked. I think if I go over here, I think I parked outside of the dungeon. The dungeon I so badly do not want to go back into. So let me go find that out. Let me prove that I'm wrong. Shit. Combat. I hate combat. Me being a pacifist and all. Fuck you. Making me into a violent person. God. I have... Man. I'm probably going to have to go review my old footage because I know I parked somewhere. In fact, it could strongly be that because of my terrible cheating ways, perhaps, speaking of cheating ways, let me go cheat again. There and there and there. It could be that I teleported and I left maybe the magic carpet maybe around a Lagner's place. I don't know. It's not important. I don't really need this thing. I don't really need the thing while I am so into cheating it nowadays. Because fucking... Look, if anybody has actually been following along and watching at what this game is providing, if I ever in the rest of my life, which may or may not be short, want to finish this game, I'm just going to have to skip some bits. I got my hands up in the air right now. You can't see that. My hands are up in the air, and I feel like if I'm ever going to be finished, because I am intent on finishing this series with the natural end of this game, I can't do anything else. I can't do anything else. So, I'm supposed to go find Nicodemus. I know Nicodemus lives in this house. This one. I'm guessing I'm going to need to magically unlock the thing, but it seemed to me, and maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I thought I was supposed to speak with him through the door. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, wait a sec. Before I get too deep in, now that we're a little ways in, let me go save this. I should be doing this way more often. It's magically locked. Did I not do it? Did it not happen? Let me try this again. Get you out of the way. Sir, get out of the way. And this. Okay. Oh, hey, buddy. Hi. I didn't know you were so available. Your old friend Nicodemus has a faraway look in his eyes. Look at that guy. He's so symmetrical. It's beautiful. And he's got no eyes. I've seen people with no eyes. They are freaky as shit. Yes. Remembering now that music's fucked up. The magic in this world is disrupted. The magic in this world just does not work. So all mages are generally a little bit loopy because something that they've come to rely upon is no longer there as a crutch. What is your name, sir? That is a very good question. Some days I can actually remember. Let's see. Yep. I'm Nicodemus. 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 Wait. Nicodemus? Cocopotamus. Yes, that's what your name is. To go absolutely mad is my job. For that is indeed what is happening. My magic no longer works. Every time I attempt to change something into a drake or maybe a Twinkie, it becomes a newt. Oh, newty wood is going to... He speaks to an imaginary creature beside him. Who asked you? Away with you! He turns to you. Sorry, that bloody newt just keeps trying to undermine my conversation. Anywho, I suppose I could sell these some reagents, some potions, or maybe some spells. I need to make a living somehow. Somehow. That was some cow. Woo! Anyway, so, can we get to some business? This Time Lord told you what? An hourglass? I have no blinking hourglass. Glassy, wassy, hour, splashy. Wait a sec. An enchanted hourglass? That does kind of ring a bell. Skipping this part. Wait, I remember. I had an hourglass. Sold it. To a gypsy. Or was it an antique dealer? I don't know. I think I might have sold it to a gypsy antique dealer in Britain or Pause. Somewhere on that side of the universe. But if my memory serves me correctly, that hourglass used up its enchantment, which is why I sold it. I suppose if the ether is repaired, I could possibly re-enchant it for you. Bring it to me and we will see what we can do. I know we could play a rousing game of chess, but only if I can deal at all times. I do not trust thee. Man, this guy just lays it on. Okay, so I gotta go find his hourglass, and it's all the way in maybe Britain, maybe Pause. Tell me about Mr. Timey-Limey Lord. I don't know. Wait, yeah, I do. Does he have a big black mustache and 3 pairs of pants? On at the same time? No! I know who he is. He's the fellow who came to fix my sundial the other day, isn't he? Yes, he is, of course. I thought so. Tell him that bloody thing still doesn't work. It gives me 3 shadows. Dados. Wait, I got it now. This time I got it. He's my knight's bridge opponent. We play on my knight's bridge court just north of my house. No, this buddy... Since he's got such an impressive name, I'm really hoping that he's going to be of much more value later on once I fix the magic. Because, of course I'm going to fix the magic as long as I'm able to. Magic? What magic? All the magic in the world has gone completely topsy-turvy. Blurpsy flurpsy even. Those are silly words, aren't they? It's a pity they aren't magical. No. Okay, no, I think I'm done with this guy. This guy... just a moment. No, I'm not missing anybody yet. Okay, good. I keep having it in my head that, like, if, Excuse me. Oh, my God. What was I saying? Oh, yes, because people are out of formation. Let me feed my people. Because people might be out of formation a little bit, I lose my sense of where my people are and how many people I should have in my party. And I also forget that I'm supposed to have somebody else in my party, but I just haven't gotten him yet. His name is Dupre. Ooh, look at that. That's a whole butter. I'm gonna feed this butter to this child. I'm a responsible person. Oh, man. Why am I walking like a plebe when I could be teleporting? I am going to teleport because I know what is going on. I know what I must do. I do. I'm a little far away, but whatever. I know what I must do. I suppose it's just not the time, isn't it? The time... it's only... it's time. It's time. It's time. That's not the place. It's time, but this is not the place. That's an interesting thing, I guess. Normally, it is always the right time, and anywhere is a good place. I need to find, the antiques... I'm lost. I'd have to find the antiques dealer here in Pause. And I feel like There it is. Hello, lady. It's so dark. You see an old woman who gives you a smile of grandmotherly sweetness. I think I've spoken to her before. You can see immediately that her vision is poor. I'm not sure what gives you that impression. Is she squinting? If you want me to know that she is unable to see me properly, then maybe like if she were to say, "Come closer, I can't see you," or if she has huge glasses and still tries to squint or something. I don't know. Just a moment. Drugs. Good. Hello, ma'am. Your name is Beverly. Why, I run the House of Items here in Pause. The House of Items. It's a shop that sells antiques and previously used well, now hold on. How do you distinguish an antique from a previously used item? Or is this one of those... let me just point to this. Or is this one of those cases where all antiques are previously used items, but not all previously used items are antiques? I think it's just an age thing. Running this shop allows me to remain youthful and active. It doesn't fix your vision, though. It's heartening to sell things to poor people of this town that they might not otherwise be able to afford. It helps me so much. It's good. There are many rare fine things to be bought here in my shop. Bargains can be had nowhere else in all of Britannia, because, of course, an old lady like this, she checked worldwide to find out if there was any other antique shops. What do you have? Let me see. There's a cradle, a rocking horse, a bell, an hourglass, a spittoon, a lute, a sextant. Oh, so sextant. Since I'm moving a bit more slowly these days, I let my customer help themselves and take what they have bought, providing they pay me first. Yes, that is how a shop works, lady. Haven't you brushed up on commerce? Of course, I do trust folks to pay me the correct amount. I'm nearly blind, I'm afraid. I see. Am I the type of avatar that would take advantage of an old sweet lady? How much you want for this hourglass? Because if it's too much, I'm just going to steal it. I also have an antique hourglass that was sold to me by this nice old man who was so daft that he could not recall how to use it. I will sell it to thee for 5 gold pieces. What do you... 5 gold pieces. Fucking Iolo has money falling out of his pockets. I'm good with that, sure. Thou mayest take thy glass. Thank you. I'm done. And now that it is perfectly legal to do so without my having to kill the lady, I'm gonna just borrow this. Put her right there. That's an hourglass for you, ladies and gentlemen. Given the time, I'm going to teleport over here and hope that it is the right time. Yes, he's still awake. Good. Who are you? Nicodemus asks. Oh, yes. Remember to member. Yes, I remember you. Hourglass. Was this an hourglass of some kind? Wait. It looks vaguely familiar. Thief! You're a thief, sir. Buddy, you stole this from me. This is mine. I've been looking for this for years. Where did you get it, you scoundrel? I'll turn you into a duck. Nicodemus intones some spell and points it at you, but nothing happens. Zounds! You're no more a quacker than I am. Nothing works anymore. Quackers, lager, flagger. Excuse me, sir. Could you enchant this hourglass? Enchant? You want me to fix this wretched thing? You must have the brain of a toad. Do me a favor, Mr. Avatar. Oh, you do remember me. Repair the blinking ether, will you? Do that, and I can enchant thine glowerblass. I'm in your Flowersass. Oh, Flowersass? Okay, no. Back to me just being me. Flowersass sounds pretty good. Could you fix my Flowersass? Because maybe I could do with some. I mean hourglass. Tell that to thy Time Lord. Thou canst also tell him he needs a bath. Okay, yeah, I'm on it. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna open up my inventory. I'm gonna go tell that man that he needs a bath. He may quite literally need a bath. Lord knows how long he's been imprisoned in that sort of time shelter. Did it not work? Hang on. Or did I not double click on the right thing? Here it is. Hello, sir. You, sir. You need a bath. How may I help thee, Avatar? Fix magic. The Time Lord thinks a moment. The ether must be repaired before the mages in Britannia can use magic again. I suggest that you seest Penumbra in Moonglow. She may be able to help thee with this problem. Great. Great. Where am I? Which one's Moonglow? Actually, I think Moonglow is the island that I'm on. Is that right? Okay, no, that's New Magencia, I think. This is the Isle of Virtue, or the Isle of Fire, I should say. That's not, that doesn't have a city on it. That's, yeah, that must be right. That must be right. Okay. And anyway, it's not the right time to go speak with anybody, I don't think. Oh, it's still 8:48, for God's sakes. Okay. So, Penumbra in Moonglow. Let me walk in a very crooked line. I'm gonna go find the town of Moonglow, which should be to my left. It should be through this very dense forest, correct? Yeah, look at you. Okay, I know what that is. That's not it. That's an observatory. Is it this? I don't think it's this. No, this is the fellowship place. I am super not into that. I'm as about not into that. I'm about as not into that as I am possible. As it is possible to be. Excuse me. But Lord knows where exactly I need to be. I think I would recognize the place I need to go to. But it's... Oh, boy. I am missing just... Oh, there he is. There's everybody. Let's see. Because Moonglow is a little bit of a town, it might take me a little bit to find precisely the building. But it is real clear. I know that the building that Penumbra is in... Penumbra is on this kind of a stone bed. Or maybe it's an altar, you might call it. And there's a couple of little pedestals on either. Hey, this must be it. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna translate this. I'll be right back. Interesting little bit of trivia here, ladies and gentlemen. This says, hammer here to enter. And, well, I don't really have a hammer. I'm gonna have to go find one. But this, for trivia's sake, okay? When I was playing this game ages and ages ago, before electricity, before games, I was a young man, and like an idiot, I decided to write down a couple of the things that I had translated throughout this game, just in blank spaces in this dumb book, and it turns out that this is one of the messages that I actually ended up translating. So I have it here in like a kind of a forest green crayon, and I guess it's very revealing of the type of person that I was at the time, or maybe I just had that thing available. Anyway, whatever. I gotta go find a hammer, I suppose. Does that suggest? What does that suggest? Actually, no, wait. let me... Was there a blacksmith anywhere around here? Because there's almost definitely going to be a hammer at a blacksmith. I feel like I might have passed by a blacksmith. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I still don't want to be in here. They wouldn't have a hammer in over there. Nobody's here to see me steal anything. No. No. Although that's not true at all. Somebody is there to see me steal, and that's all my best friends in the world. Iolo, Jana, and, you know, the rest of them. I don't feel like naming them all. Let's see. What is it? Oh, no, you're not probably gonna find a hammer here in a clinic. Okay, that's locked. Rightly. That man should have his possessions locked. Strange people like myself could be walking in and just trying to steal shit. Oh, there's gotta be a person around here who has a friggin' hammer. A hammer is one of those necessary pieces of equipment that any good, self-respecting person in the world's gonna have. Come on. I don't know if it's possible for me to just cheat and create a hammer, or do I need to go to, like, Britain or something and steal one from there and then come back? Oh, man, I'm getting tired just thinking about that. Is that a sign that I'm getting old? I'm just tired with the idea of traveling. Ugh, this seems to be not the type of place that I should be in. This seems to be like a combat gym. That's a dock. It would be so like this game to tell me that I need to have a hammer and then just never give me any indication about where to find a hammer or fucking it's probably the case. I've mentioned this before. I'm there. I haven't traveled. I'm there now. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna do, I don't know. Where can you find a oh, no, I know where I can find a hammer. I'm just gonna go back to Trinsic. I know for certain that there is a blacksmith here in Trinsic because I have fucking been here a ton. There's a hammer! Look at that, it says a hammer on it. Yeah, I've solved this problem. But yeah, I've mentioned this before in perhaps even the last episode. I'm not 100% certain about that, in fact. But I remember... let's see, I think it was up here. Yes. I remember saying at some point, if I can just stop and talk for a sec. I remember saying fucking a lot of these games were still kind of... let's see now. Exploitative, I guess. They would say as kind of a marketing thing, hey, look at all the time you can spend playing this game. You get hours of value and entertainment. But they, of course, wouldn't say, you know, all of the hours that you would spend playing this game, like a good half or 3/4 of them would be spent, I don't know, traveling or doing dumb bullshit things or just figuring out a weird kind of puzzle, which kind of harkens me to like the Nintendo days, which also had the same type of thing, except it was mostly let me walk this back. The games that tended to be developed and like brought over to like say the Nintendo, these were games that were mostly meant to rob you of like quarters, and these games were originally developed for arcades, you know? Okay, well, that's what that has me thinking of. So maybe a thing like this, which is why I say it's exploitative, right? They will put a by Jove, I think you're on the right track. Who's Jove? Do I need to wiki this? The sign appears to have changed. Look at it now. Ah, shit. More translation. I'll be right back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to translate this. Ladies and gentlemen, holy Christ. I need to take a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I am using a kind of a third-party mod sort of thing in order to play this game here on my PC. It's called Exalt. I believe I mentioned this early on in this series, and I haven't really been saying anything about it ever since. It allows me to do all the cheating. I just discovered through not wanting to translate this goddamn sign, I have discovered that there is a way to translate them through Exalt and then to never have to think about it again. Alright, so if you're following along and you're using Exalt as well, let me show you how to do it. Okay, hit F2. That's the way to do it. Okay? I want you to hit N and then 4. Okay? This is going to... Whoa. Sorry. It's N and 0. That's going to select your avatar, Mr. Zero. That's what he is, okay? Now hit N again for NPC flags, okay? Now you're going to see this whole thingamajiggy here. You're going to want to hit number. You see all the way on the right, halfway down, it says read, okay? That's set to right now it's set to Y because I set it to yes. It's going to be set on your side to no. So hit 4 and then Y and then enter. I just did it wrong, but fuck it, whatever. Okay. I'm going to hit -1 there to cancel. Okay. Now 4 and then Y. Sorry. -1 again. Jesus Christ. There, and then X, and then X, and then X, okay? Maybe I did that wrong, but by Jove, it detranslated it. Okay, let's try this again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Okay, here it is. N0, enter, select me, good. N, all right, and then 4, I want it on Y. It's on Y, there, and now pick item carefully to keep going. Oh, look at this. I'm never gonna have to translate anything ever again. My voice is breaking. Oh. Alright. Pick item carefully. Pick. Lock pick. I'm gonna try this. Can I take one? No, I can't. Fine. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna give you 1. You got 1 lockpick. Did it happen? There you go. A golden ring of truth. Faces. I don't have a fucking golden ring. Okay. I'm gonna hope, in that case, that there is a golden ring somewhere around here. You're a sweet roll. You're a candle. You're a sir. That's a baby. You're not gonna be I'm all salty now. I gotta go find shit. This is such a waste of... No. I'm gonna be a professional about this. We're going to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the game is bleeding you of time. It's bleeding you dry of time. Okay? I happen to have read ahead of time. I need to do a little bit of checking, in fact, to make sure that I have exactly how much I need of things that I know I need. Let's see. No? There's nobody else? Hang on. Let's see. Okay. Well, let me keep walking around here. We're at least going to get this golden ring. Because that's the right thing to want, right? Yeah. Let's see. That's not it. Is there perhaps a golden ring in here? No. Fucking. I feel like maybe this would be a good spot to find a gold ring, but maybe not. That's one lockpick. That could have been useful. Oh no, I'm kind of in the observatory. Right, sorry. I don't need to be in here. Am I in the observatory? That's not important. Am I? No, okay. Well, that is a building that is definitely important to the plot. Later on, I recognized a little bit of it. I'm just not sure when I'm actually going to be interacting with this place. But anyway, I need to go find somebody else's building in here. It does, despite how the game is really trying to screw me over, I really don't get the feeling that they would have this island bereft of all of the items that I would need. Hey, there's a hammer. God damn it. I don't think we'd be completely without all of the items that we would need. There was that one lockpick over there. There's a hammer over here that we just saw. So there must be a gold ring somewhere. And maybe I'm better off pausing this recording until I find it, because this might take a whole lot of time and it might not be super interesting. So maybe give me a sec. And we're back. So maybe this is kind of not the best time to actually say, and we're back. This might be an incriminating looking scene, right? We have a sage who is who's collapsed partly on a side table, and now I suddenly have a ring in my possession. Rest assured, I did not do anything violent to the gentleman. I swear he was like that when I arrived. Well, I have a ring now. I have a ring. And I have been taking advantage of all my opportunities to read. And, man, it's kind of nice. God, I could have probably really used that earlier on in the game. Like when I was in Despise and stuff. But anyway, that's not important. So, I'm about to put this ring that I definitely possess totally legally. I'm gonna put it down right there. Gonna put it there. Grasp not at threads. I am 100% aware. I'm definitely possessing of the knowledge. I'm completely cognizant that I could tear this goddamn fucking door off its hinges right now. And I could walk in there fully accepting that I can just I could rip that door off its hinges and I could just waltz right in without having to think about any fucking thing, and I would be guiltless. But no, I am going to be professional, and we're going to finish this. Carolyn's clothes. Don't you have thread? This seems like... I suspect... Okay, yeah, great. Thank you. I suspect that there should be some thread somewhere around here. Once again, maybe I'm going to find myself wanting to pause and then find myself trying to steal from somebody. Because that's definitely the right thing to do, right? Was there thread? This guy's still out of it, huh? Is it just nap time? I mean, when you're a busy sage, nap time is exactly when you decide it is. So I'm not going to blame this guy for being a little bit unconventional and, taking business into his own hands and just napping when he needs to. But that's a terrible place to nap. I may as well just say it. I was just in here. That's her threads. Oh, where do I find threads? Threads! Do I find threads in here? No, although now there is a lady living in here. She has a fancy dress and a whip. God, is that the kind of lady that she is? Maybe it is. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Of course there isn't anything wrong with that, I guess. I don't, as a principle, approve of violence of any sort. But, maybe some other people might approve of it, and that's what the whip is for. Anyway, where can I find thread? I feel like my bubble has been popped. You know? Like, all of the love that I had for this game is mostly nostalgia. I know that by now, but fucking look at the things that it's making me do. And this is not the game that I remembered. Would I be right to just tear that fucking door off its hinges right the fuck now and just fucking walking in and talking to Penumbra? Because this fucking game, man. I don't know. That doesn't count as thread. No, it's just bandage. These are band-aids. Oh, boy. Boy. And I can't say that I really have very much left in me to continue to search around this island every time. What place is this? I was literally just in here. Great. I don't know if I have it in me to continue searching for each individual little item that I need. But, Anyway, there is definitely thread. And who knows? There might be other things. Fuck. Alright, no. I'm done. I'm done. There. I'm gonna put this door right there. Yep. There it is. Okay, great. Hello, Penumbra. You are unresponsive. You are hopelessly unresponsive. Why good mages like black magic? Despite the rather frivolous title, this complete tome explains the value of applying magic for the benefit of society as opposed to selfish personal gain. The concepts presented herein mesh quite well with those exemplified by the virtues, etc., etc. Right. That's true, huh? So, it turns out, if I remember right, this is kind of terrible. I can't see, and I hate this. Great light. The thing that I need to do, I forgot that I need to do this. What, let me see. I need to look at my inventory. I don't have that. Okay. Who else has inventory? You have gold. You don't. No. Not you either? No? How about you? No. How about you? No. How about you? You have food. And everybody is back there. Okay. Whoop. Okay, so I gotta go. Ho-hum. I gotta go. I think it's here? I need to go back to Cove. Did I teleport to... Yeah, that's his Cove here. I think it's Cove. There's mountain. I need to find Rudium's town. I need to find Rudium's place. On the subject, hang on. Let me just make sure of something. I, at some point, one day a long time ago, was supposed to have Rudium's wand. And I don't recall having put it somewhere. And I need to have it somewhere. Somebody needs to okay, there's Rudium's wand. Woo! I absolutely, no question, need to have Rudium's wand. Not necessarily in my constant possession, but you know. Okay, that's perfect. I need to have 4 pieces of black rock. Because for some reason, and if you might remember from what Rudium told us earlier in the game, for some reason, black rock has a weird kind of effect on just plain magic. And it turns out, I don't remember if anybody explicitly says it, but it's exactly what we need in order to create a kind of... Ooh, that's accurate. In order to create exactly the type of field that would allow for accessing Penumbra. So, I wonder actually. Now that I have gone in and looked upon the situation that Penumbra is in, can I go over here, speak with Monsieur, and find out that I need to seek Penumbra? No. Okay, so I've definitely cheated. I know I've cheated. But there has to be somebody at some point that tells you that what you have to do is place black rock on each of these pedestals in order to create a sort of a field that disrupts the anti-magic effect that's been going on thanks to one of the generators that the Mr. G, the Guardian, has placed there. And now I need to try to wake her up, I think. Is that right? Oh, God. Let me try this. Hey, nice. It worked. Hello, lady. The mage, having been asleep for 200 years, looks as if she did upon your last visit to Britannia. She was probably a lot more pixelated then. Avatar, I can't believe it's you. You did come to wake me. I knew you would. Suddenly, Penumbra grabs her head in pain. Woo! My head! The pain! What's happening? What did you do to me? She closes her eyes and concentrates. There is a disturbance in the force. I can feel my magical powers fading. Help me, damn it. Hello. I am Penumbra. Surely you remember me? Yes, well, I did come and save specifically you. I am a practicing mage. Once I get my business going again, I should be able to sell spells and reagents. After all, I've been asleep for 200 years. How are you still alive? Shouldn't you need to eat? You know, I don't think people fall asleep and just are good indefinitely until they wake up. The ether. I feel much better. The damaged ethereal waves are not striking my mind. Oh, maybe this is it. I maybe got things wrong. The order wrong. I think what I needed to do was try to rouse her from her sleep with that potion like I did before, but then she would tell me I need to go get black rock so that the waves of pain would stop attacking her. Maybe that was it. Shit. I suppose something that we could do is go back a save, but I went kind of far back. Penumbra thinks for a moment. I think the damaged ethereal waves are coming from a source very near here. I suspect there is something in a dungeon on these islands that is creating a havoc. Try dungeon deceit. I have a strong sense thy goal is there. She closes her eyes for a sec. In my mind's eye, I see a large object shaped like a tetrahedron. I'm beginning to understand what this is. A tetrahedron? Yes, that is the shape of the thing I have seen in my mind's eye. The eye in my mind. It appears to be some type of magic generator which damages the ethereal flow. Penumbra thinks for a moment. This generator is producing dangerous ethereal waves. Thou must find the ethereal ring and wear it to break the generator's defense. Now, where's that ring? Penumbra consults some books and cross-references them with a map. I believe the ethereal ring was last in the possession of King Draxinusum of the Gargoyles. Once you have found the ring, you must bring it back to me. I must perform an enchantment upon it so that it'll do the fucking job you have to go find it for. Draxinusum? Man, thou shalt find him on the island of Turfin. That's one letter off from. That's two letters off from surfing. Ask him about the ring. Okay, bye. All right. I'm gonna save in a new slot. Penumbra. And just to satisfy my curiosity, I'm gonna load it. Sorry. Did quick save also saves at the same time? Well, shit. See, what I was going to do was go back one save and then find out if I could find, if how you discover the Blackrock stuff was because she tells you directly. Like I said, would probably the case. Oh, well, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's good for an episode. We're nearly at an hour, and we've accomplished much. Thank you for joining me. In the next episode, we're going to go to Turfin, which is, I think, here. I think this is the one. I'm not super sure. We're going to find out in the next episode. We're going to go find Draxinusum, And probably he's going to send me on this jolly old quest to find his own ring, and then maybe I'll be able to enchant it. And then maybe I'll be able to go continue into that dungeon deceit. And then maybe continue on with the game. I want to be able to say exactly how far into the game that I am. I think I'm a little over halfway, but anyway, it's not really important. We're making solid progress. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. We'll see you next week.